Well, once again, Bmw M5 on the ramp, E60 V10 model. Had issue with the clutch engaging. Basically, story was, car was on the road, was having a bit of a drive, was going all right, and started having a bit of fun in the car, here, there and everywhere. And then all of a sudden the gear changes started getting laggy. Now, selecting gear, going through the gears just seemed to be very delayed and slow. And then when the car come to a standstill, it basically, when I put it into gear, it almost seemed like the clutch didn't engage. It just dropped into gear and shot me forward. No real noises or anything, no clunking, no banging, nothing like that. Just started being delayed with the changes and very jerky. And like I say, as soon as I slowed down to near enough a stop and went to pull away again, when it went to try and engage the clutch to pull away nice and gently, it basically just shunted into gear and nearly stalled the car. Now, removed the clutch. Well, we took the gearbox out first, obviously. Wasn't too bad a job. Nothing really you need to watch out for. Obviously, the two bolts at the top here, they are quite hard to see from the top. And let me just grab a light here. If you are looking up, you can actually see the starter motor here at the top, and that Allen key bolt you can see there. That Allen key bolt can actually be seen through this hole here in the top of the box, this one. Now, with that hole, basically, if you don't want to be touching that, just the bolts around standard. Everything pretty much comes off the box anyway. There's nothing that really stays behind. All the wiring disconnects, and there's only a bit of harness that stays behind here off of the box on this side. We're going to be changing the rear main oil seal, because obviously there is a bit of oil residue coming down the back there from the seal. And then there's a few plugs from this side as well for the sensors on the exhaust, etc. Obviously, a lot of covers have to come off. As you can see here, you've got your exhaust covers, the prop shaft cover, the prop shaft itself, the under trays, they all have to come off so you can access it. We're actually going to be changing the rear diff seal while we're here. It's not leaking bad, but there is residue there, so we'll be doing that as well at the same time. So yeah, so basically flywheel didn't actually seem too bad. Quite free, but I'm not quite 100% sure, to be honest, the actual free play movement that's allowed in these. I shouldn't imagine it's a lot though, but there is a bit of play that way, you see. So we'll be replacing that. And the clutch unit itself, the first plate, the one that sits behind, isn't actually that bad. Not bad wear on it. It's nearly on the rivets the other side. So it is, this one sits in the face, you see here, locates in. But the other clutch plate that's inside here, this one has exploded, as you can probably see by all the mess inside. And you can actually see, if I turn it here, you'll actually see it in a second. Let's just get this turned around. 1 second now. Just jammed a bit in there. As you can see, as I get to here, there's no clutch plate left on it. It's actually all come away. So yeah, that is totally shot. It's a new clutch, new flywheel. I suggest, if you're doing this job on one of your own, new clutch pin, the spring clip that holds the actual clutch fork, new clutch fork, new bearing bolt, clutch bolts for the pressure plate. And this one here is the diff seal. We've got that, as you can see, all the numbers there, so if you have to look anything up, it's all there. And here is rear main oil seal as well. I suggest, while you've got it out, just do it, because they are prone to have a little bit of weepage on them. So all these bits here, not too bad. About 200 euros from BMW for these parts. Obviously, clutch and flywheel, If you know someone in the game, you're going to be looking like they come as a Sachs unit here, and the flywheel itself is an LUK unit. Now you can get the clutch kit and the flywheel, I think you're looking around 1,500 for the whole lot. So it's not too bad, because if you were to go into any garage, they'll be charging you anywhere around 2.5 to 2.8, I think, for the clutch kit. Obviously, I labelled all the bolts as I took them out, because there is a fair few nuts and bolts and bits and pieces that have to come out.